So here we go. For the Lubbock Christian Chaps, starting at point guard is Jay Workman, followed by Marcus Shooters, Brennan Fowler, Isaac Azrat, and Kenton Williams. And now the starting lineup for the Falcons tonight, it doesn't look any different than the other games. We've got James Mcpherson, Amari Bryant, Deshaun Francis, Sammy Allen, and Josh Morris will be starting for the team. So not much of a change from the Falcons. Doesn't surprise me, like I said. I think Coach Newman's going to kind of roll with his guys with what's been working so far, and they've been going pretty deep on the bench as well. With the last game, Trayvon Massenberg, the recent grad transfer from Tennessee Chattanooga, he came off the bench and scored 14 points for the Falcons. So I think, like I said, I think he's got 11 guys that he's been rotating in and out of the game, and I really believe that overall that he's going to keep this system until it fails him. And that's one thing that when getting familiar with the basketball program, I've noticed that Coach Andy Newman has belief in several of his guys, and he plays the hot hand. He's throughout the season will change up the lineups, but as for right now, we're sticking with the same guys. And with all of that being said, we're getting ready for tip-off here at the Falcon Dome. I think we're in for a treat tonight. I think the guys are. I can definitely see kind of a different energy about them than the last two games, and I feel like tonight is going to be a really great game for our team. So with all of that being said, the official has the ball, and he's getting ready to meet Josh Morris and number 12, Brennan Fowler, at center court for the tip. And here we go. Josh Morris wins the tip for the Falcons, and Amari Bryant brings the ball up the court. He passes it off to Deshaun, who's at the center. Passes it back to Sammy Allen. Back over to Amari. Gives it to Mcpherson. Mcpherson drives to the left, pulls up for the jump shot, and it's good. Quick 2-point lead for the Falcons, so the score now is 2-0 with 14:39 left in our ball game. Lubbock Christian brings the ball up the court. Number 5, Marcus Schuster passes it to number 14, Isaac Arrest. He goes over to the left. He shoots. It's the front of the rim, but it's no good, and it's rebounded by Deshaun Francis. He passes it off to Amari Bryant. Bryant dribbles. Passes it to Francis. Passes to Allen. Back to Francis. Francis shoots the three. It's no good, but it's rebounded by Josh Morris. He's going to kick it out to James Mcpherson, who rains fire behind the three-point line. And like I said in the pregame, he has been lethal so far this season. And that puts the Falcons up 5-0. Lubbock Christian has the ball, making their way across half court. Jay Workman passes the ball back off to Schuster. Back to Workman. Workman drives to the left, throws it up. Oh, it goes away. Deshaun Francis comes up with it. He's on the fast break. He drives, shoots. The basket goes in, but I think they're going to call a charge on Francis. Yep. So Deshaun who was a magnet at the free throw line last game. I think he ended up shooting something like 23 free throws and only missed 2. So we'll see Deshaun at the line plenty tonight, but he's already trying to get it going. The Chats bring the ball up the court. Workman's got it. He passes it off. Number 15, Kenton Williams, is behind the three-point line. Back to center, behind the arc at the center. Workman's got it. He drives to the left. Ball is stripped by Amari Bryant, and Deshaun scoops it up. He passes it to James Mcpherson, who's behind the three. Hits the front of the rim. No good. But another rebound by Morris. Morris kicks it off to Allen, who's wide open, and shoots a jumper, and it hits the front of the rim. No good. Isaac Arrest brings the ball up for the Chaps. He passes off to number 5. Over to number 15, Keaton Williams. Kicks it back out to Workman. Workman shoots a three, and it's good. 5-3. Falcons over the Chaps. 17:37 left in the ball game. Amari Bryant brings it up court. Passes off to James McPherson. McPherson's at the right wing. He's trying to make a move. Gets the ball stripped. Goes back to Lubbock Christian. They throw it up to Keaton Williams, who goes up for a layup, and he misses, but it was rebounded by Williams, and he scores to tie the game back up. Bryant brings the ball up. It's at center court. James McPherson now with the ball. Passes it to Deshaun at the top of the key. Hits the jumper, and it's good. 7-5, 7:02 left in the game, or in the first half. Pardon me. RS brings the ball up court and gives it to Workman. Workman passes it off to Schuster, who's behind the three-point line. Back to Workman, and back over to Keaton Williams now. Christian's really passing the ball. Keaton Williams will shoot the jumper, and it's no good. Ball went out of bounds. I think it might have went off a Falcon, though, so Lubbock Christian will retain possession. The ball will be inbounded by Isaac Azrat. He throws it in, gives the ball to number 12, Brennan Fowler. He's behind the three-point line. He's guarded heavily by Trayvon Massenberg, who just entered the game for the Falcons. They work it off to Schuster, who's guarded by Bryant, and he does a great job as he plays a good enough defense for Schuster to miss the shot. Bryant brings the ball up. He's on the left wing. He throws it over to the right wing, all the way across court to James McPherson, and he tosses it back to Bryant, who drives right, gets the ball stripped, loses the ball. Schuster comes up with it, drives it up the court, passes off to Workman, who's behind the three-point line. He's guarded by Garrett Baggett, who had came into the game for the Falcons as well. Schuster has the ball, and he throws it over to Schuster that had the ball and actually just threw it away to Sammy Allen. Sammy Allen brings the ball up court, throws it to Massenberg. Massenberg goes up for the layup, and it's no good. So with 15:47 left in the game, the Falcons are up 7-5, and Lubbock Christian has the ball. Schuster's got it. He's down low. Passes out to Workman. Workman's behind the three-point line. He's guarded by Sammy Allen. They pass it out to number 5. Oh, that's Schuster again. Schuster's got it. Passes it down low to Keaton Williams, who is guarded by Baggett, and Baggett's going to get the blocking foul. So it was a charge on Keaton Williams, who will be his first for the Falcons, as number 0, Javon Thomas, checks into the game for the Falcons at point. He brings the ball up court. Tosses off to Massenberg, who's sitting waiting for a screen. He sets the screen but rolls off. They throw it down to Massenberg, and he gives it right back to Thomas. They kick it down to Massenberg. Massenberg shoots the jumper and gets it. 9-5 Falcons over Chaps, and the Falcons are bringing along the full court press right now. Thomas got a piece of the ball as it was inbounded. It went out of bounds. And we're back to basketball. Lubbock Christian brings it up with Isaac Azrat. Bringing the ball up the court. He passes it over to Schuster. Over to Williams. Back to Schuster. Schuster shoots the three, and he is fouled on the three-point shot. Excuse me, that was actually Isaac Azrat that was fouled. A few of these Lubbock Christian players, they have the same haircuts, and they're about the same height. Both of their guards, that's Workman and Azrat, so they look similar, and it's kind of been hard to tell the difference between them. But Azrat's first free throw is up, and it's good. He's about to shoot a second one. Hits off the back of the rim and no good. Deshaun's checking back in the game for the Falcons. He will be coming in for Garrett Baggett. No. Newman sends Baggett back into the game and sends McPherson out. As we get ready for Azrat's last free throw attempt. And it's good. So 9-7, 14-46 left in the first half. Deshaun throws it into Thomas. Thomas brings the ball up court on the right side. Trayvon Massenberg's waiting for a pick. He misses the pick, but he passes it off to Deshaun. Deshaun gives it to Baggett. Back to Deshaun. And Deshaun goes up for a shot and is fouled. So he will be shooting 2. Foul is on number 32 on Lubbock Christian, Kobe Thompson. Be his first foul for the game. Morris is on the sideline getting ready to check into the game for Massenburg. Francis shoots his first free throw. It's up and it's no good. Here comes the second shot. Hits off the right side and it's no good. So Francis, who came off such a strong shooting performance on Saturday from the free throw line, has now started the game off with 2 misses. Lubbock Christian has the ball with Schuster dribbling it, passing it over to Kobe Thompson. Thompson's behind the three-point line where he's guarded by Francis. He's going to kick it off to number 24, Stephen Lennox. Lennox gives it back to Kobe Thompson, who's behind the three-point line. Over to Schuster, he shoots a 3, and it's no good. And shot clock went off, but it hit. They got the shot off before the shot clock violation could be called. So it'll be Falcon basketball as Javon Thomas brings it up court. He will be at center court where he's met by Workman. He passes off to Deshaun at the top of the key. Deshaun shoots. Basket's good, but they're going to get an offensive foul on Josh Morris for a block. So Josh Morris gets his first foul of the game. Isaac Azrat brings the ball up for the Chaps. Passes it over to number 32. Kicks it over to Schuster, who's guarded by Francis. Back to Workman, down low to Kobe Thompson. Kobe Thompson tries to make a move on the point guard, Javon Thomas. They throw it out to Workman, who's behind the three-point line, and he hits the 3 for the Chaps. So the Chaps will take the lead 10-9 over the Falcons with 13:20 left in the first half. Thomas brings it up. He drives right away and gets the field goal for the Falcons to give the Falcons the lead 11-10. Schuster's got it for LCU. Passes it over to Workman. Down low to Kobe Thompson, but it's stolen away by Morris. He gives it to Sammy Allen. He throws it down to Deshaun Francis. Kicks it out to Javon Allen. And Javon Thompson, who had the ball, and he just got a traveling call, so it'll be LCU basketball. Checking into the game for the Falcons, Amari Bryant. He will be entering, looks like, for Thomas. And we have a timeout really quick on the floor. It looks like they're going to get the crew to come in and sweep off really quick. So we have an official timeout. We're going to get back to basketball. Looks like number 32, Kobe Thompson, passes the ball in for LCU. Give it to number 1, Gilbreth, who's guarded by Amari Bryant. Passes it back to Thompson, who's behind the three-point line. He passes it down low to number 12, Keaton Williams. It's missed. Baggett gets the rebound, and he drives down the court. Throws it over to Deshaun. Deshaun drives to the right, tries to go up for the layup, and is fouled. So Deshaun's coming out, and he's finding the free throw line like he did last game. Be already his 5th free throw attempt. So we're getting ready for his first shot. Goes up, and it's no good. So after a great performance shooting for field goals or free throws on Saturday, Mcpherson has still yet to convert on any of his attempts. Here comes the second shot for Francis. It's good. Makes his first one. So Deshaun gets on the board. Number 1, Gilbert brings it up. He passes over to Workman. Workman gives it to Schuster. Schuster passes up back to Gilbert, who works the ball back to Schuster and drives. He's guarded by he's met by Josh Morris, who set his feet and got the charge call for the Falcons. So it'll be their basketball with Deshaun inbounding it to Amari Bryant. 12:20 left, 12-10 over the Chaps. Bryant's bringing it up. He throws it over to Baggett. Baggett throws down low to Francis. Francis goes up and is fouled. So, Deshaun Francis back to the free throw line. What's new? 12:07 left in the first half. The foul was on number 5, Schuster, for the Chaps. Deshaun's first attempt goes off the front of the rim. And checking into the game for LSU is Isaac Arat. Deshaun gets ready for a second attempt. Coach Newman had yelled over to Deshaun not to worry about the misses, and his second attempt goes in and it's good. So with that, we're at a 13-10 score. Gilbert brings it up for LCU. Passes it off to Schuster. Workman's got it now. Workman tries to drive. Baggett's there to defend him. They check it back off to Gilbert. Down low to number 12, Fowler. Fowler throws it away. Gilbert actually comes in and grabs it, though, and he goes up for a layup where he's blocked by Deshaun. McPherson comes up with the rebound. He throws it over to Francis. Francis kicks it back to McPherson. He's guarded by Gilbert behind the three-point line. They kick it down low to Francis. Francis is doubled, but they leave a wide-open Garrett Baggett, who shoots the three, and it's no good. Gilbert brings it up fast. He tries to go up for a layup, and he gets it. And they're also going to get Baggett on a blocking foul. So we'll be looking at a and-one opportunity for LCU after we come out of this media timeout. On the floor, or if the foul was on the floor before the shot went up, and that wasn't the case. They did count the basket, and he misses the free throw attempt. So Bryant brings it up court. 13-12 Falcons over the Chaps. Bryant's got it. He's guarded by Workman. Passes it off to Sammy Allen. Allen pumps, then throws it off to Francis, who passes it to a wide open James McPherson. He shoots a three. It's no good, but there's a foul on 14, who was guarding McPherson. And I think they're going to get him on a they're going to get him on a shooting foul. So McPherson will be taking 3 shots. Comes the first attempt. Gets it. It's good. McPherson really has been a sharpshooter for the Falcons this season. He's been really on a hot streak for these first 2 games coming into this one. Second one goes in, and we're getting ready for the third attempt. Looks like the Falcons are bringing in Javon Thomas for Amari Bryant. Quick late substitution made by head coach Andy Newman. And McPherson gets ready, he dribbles, sets his feet. Shots up and good. So a perfect 3 for 3 for James McPherson puts the Falcons up 16-12 with 11 minutes left in the ball game. Gilbert's got the ball for LCU. He's met by Francis at center court. Tries to drive left on Francis, but he's met by some great defense. So they pass it down to Workman, who's guarded by McPherson. Tries to drive. Ball goes away. McPherson picks him right back up. Schuster's got it. He tries to make a move on Thomas. Drives, no good. And McPherson comes up with the rebound for the Falcons. Brings it in on the fast break. Wide open shot from 3. He's hit. Goes to the ground and gets the shot. I don't think they're going. Number 12, Brennan Fowler into the game. And Gilbert will bring it up for the Chaps. It's going to be met at center court by Javon Thomas. Quickly throws it off to Kobe Thompson. Back to Gilbert, and he's going to throw it down low. Stolen away by Morris. Oh, nope, never mind. He got it stripped back. Fowler tries to spin over on Josh Morris, and will be called with a, what did they call? I think they're going to get him on a travel. So Falcons basketball with Deshaun passing the ball, or bringing the ball in for the Falcons. Massenberg checks in for Morris. Thomas brings it up at center court where he's met by Workman. Deshaun's got the ball now. Dribbles right. A screen set by Massenberg. He pumps. Throws it out to McPherson, who's behind 3 and misses. Rebound by Kobe Thompson. He brings it up court. Gives it off to Workman. Workman gives it off to number 2. That is Brandon Burrell, so we're seeing his name for the first time tonight for the Chaps. He's going to throw it over to Workman. Workman dribbles. And they're trying to set something up, trying to set a screen on Mcpherson. That's 14 Schuster, who kicks it out to number 24. Stephen Lennox, who shoots the jumper, and it's no good. Rebound by Sammy Allen. Javion Thomas brings it up court. Deshaun Francis drives to the right. Throws it to Thomas. Saban, the three-point line. Shoots it, hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Francis. Puts it up. Misses the shot, but is fouled. So Deshaun will be back at the free throw line, shooting his 7th attempt in just the first 10 minutes. This will be 2 shots. First one's up, and it's good. So I think Deshaun's found his rhythm after getting off to a kind of a slow start from behind the free throw line. I think that he's back to the Deshaun Francis that we have all came to love and see as he gets ready to shoot his 2nd attempt. It goes in and out. Rebounded by Lennox. Passes it off to Burrell. They're going to give it over to Schuster. Schuster gives it to Workman, who shoots the jumper. Goes in and out, and it's rebounded by Allen. Allen's going to bring the ball up quick for the Falcons, trying to run a fast break. He throws it back to Mcpherson. He's behind the three-point line. Massenberg's posting up on Thompson. Sammy Allen drives to the right, shoots up the jumper, and it's good. 22-12, 10-point lead for the Falcons with 8:40 left in today's first half. LCU's got it and brings it up with Workman trying to move on Mcpherson. Passes it over to number 2, Burrell, on the right wing. He drives back to center court, trying to put a move on Thomas. Can't do anything, so he kicks it out to Schuster. Schuster drives left on Francis. Is met by some stout defense, and they are going to call a foul. What they had done is they passed it down to number 24, Stephen Lennox, and Francis came over to help Massenberg on the defense. It was a double team, and Lennox went up for a layup and was fouled by Massenberg, so he'll be shooting 2 shots. First one goes off the back of the rim, no good. Amari Bryant checks back into the game for Javon Thomas. As Lennox gets ready for his 2nd attempt. Shot goes up, and it's good for the Chaps, so they bring the lead back down to single digits. Bryant's bringing it up court slowly for the Falcons. Throws it over to Francis. Francis kicks it over to Allen. Back over to Bryant. Over to Mcpherson, who's behind the three-point line, and gets another one. Continuing his hot streak. 25-13, 7 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half. Burrell's got the ball for the Chaps. He kicks it down low to Keaton Williams, who's trying to make a move on Sammy Allen. Sammy Allen puts his hands up, but Keaton Williams gets the shot to go over Allen. Now we got Deshaun bringing it up court quickly. Massenberg sets a screen for Francis. He then passes it to Bryant. Massenberg's there to set another screen for Bryant. He comes off the screen. Dribbles right, throws it to Mcpherson. Mcpherson shoots the jumper just inside the three-point line, and it falls. So McPherson is really tearing into this Chaparral's defense this first half. And LCU will have the ball with 7 minutes and 10 seconds, 27-15. Schuster's got it. It's covered by Francis. Pumps, throws over to Workman. Francis then picks up Workman. Workman's going to drive and get the basket to go for the Chaps. So 10-point lead, 6 minutes, 51 seconds left, 27-17. Bryant brings it up. Massenberg sets a quick screen for Bryant, and the shot goes in, and it's good. Burrell's going to bring it up for the Chaps. He passes it over to Schuster. Schuster's met by Deshaun Francis at center court. Throws it to Workman. Workman's guarded by McPherson. Tries to make a move. He passes it down low to Schuster. Shoots, no good. Tipped up by Allen and recovered by Mcpherson, who brings the fast break up the court. Shoots the layup. He's hit and knocked to the ground, and they're not going to call that a foul. So I guess, nope, they're not going to call a foul. So LSU has the ball. They give it to Schuster, who's guarded by Bryant behind the three-point line at center court. Over to Workman at the right wing. Down low to number 15, Keaton Williams. He throws up a shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by number 24, Stephen Lewis. He throws up a shot. It's no good, but fouled by Massenberg. So Lennox will shoot 2 at the line. Actually, the foul was not on Massenberg. It was on Sammy Allen. And with that, we're going to go to a three-point line. For the Chaparrals, Keaton Williams has 4 points. He's 2 for 3 shooting on 3 rebounds. And we're getting ready to go back to basketball with Lennox shooting his first free throw. And it drops for Lennox. Baggett has checked into the game for the Falcons. Looks like Mcpherson was the one that he checked in for. Lennox's second shot is up, and it hits off the back of the rim, but goes in. So back down to that 10-point lead. Brennan Fowler checks in for the Chaparrals, and Amari Bryant brings the ball up court for the Falcons. He's met by Workman. Sammy Allen's got it over at the right wing. He kicks it to Deshaun. Deshaun out to Garrett Baggett, who's line 3. Kicks it down to Morris. Morris goes up for the shot and is blocked, but retains possession. And actually, no, they're going to say it went off his leg, so it will be Chaparral's basketball. And Workman will bring it up court. 5 minutes, 34 seconds left, 29-19. Falcons over the Chaps. Bryant's got Workman trying to make some moves on Bryant. Can't. Throws it off to Schuster. Picked up by Sammy Allen. Schuster tries to drive, throws it down low to Keaton Williams. Keaton Williams pulls up the shot over Baggett and just mismatched and gets the basket to go. That's Keaton Williams, who's a 6'5", and Garrett Baggett, who is only 6'1". So you got a kind of a disadvantage right there. As Deshaun Francis brings the ball up and goes over to the left, pulls up for a jumper. Shot goes up. It's no good, but it will. Looks like it got knocked out of bounds by the Chaparrals. So it will be Deshaun inbounding it with Mcpherson checking back into the game. Bryant's got it. He throws it over to Mcpherson. Mcpherson drives from the left wing, who finds a wide open Deshaun Francis from behind the arc, and he misses the shot. Workman brings it up. Fast break, shoots the jumper, no good. Lennox tries to bring up on the putback, and it is no good, but they're going to get a foul call on. I think the foul was going to be called on James Mcpherson. So Lennox finds himself. No, that's not Lennox. That's Fowler. My apologies. Fowler is at the free throw line shooting his first attempt, and it drops good for the Chaparrals. He gets ready to shoot his second attempt. 4 minutes, 37 seconds remain. Second attempt goes in for the Chaps, 29-23. Francis is going to be inbounding the ball with Amari Bryant bringing it up court. Bryant takes his time, brings it up. Met by Workman. Throws it over to Francis at the top of the key. Down to Sammy Allen to Massenberg, who slams it home. So 31-23 Falcons now. Workman's got it, covered by Mcpherson. He throws it over to Kobe Thompson, who throws it to Workman. Workman drives, shoots, no good. Williams tries to throw it back, and it hits off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Mcpherson. Mcpherson sees Francis down court open, and it looks like Mcpherson was trying to throw the ball. Or no, that was Deshaun Francis was trying to throw the ball over to teammate Amari Bryant, and they're going to get a charge on Francis. So checking in for him will be Javon Thomas. And James McPherson leads the Falcons in scoring with 16 points. For the Chaps, Jay Workman leads them with 6 points. Workman's going to have the ball for the Chaps to start things off. Kicks it out to Kobe Thompson, who's guarded by McPherson. Throws it back to Workman, who throws it to Gilbert, who just checked into the game. Over to Workman, drives right, passes it out to Gilbert behind the three-point line, and it's good. 3 points for the Chaparrals, cuts the lead to 5, 31-26, with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Thomas brings it up with Amari Bryant getting the ball, throws it over to a wide-open James McPherson on the right wing. He pumps, throws it down to Massenberg. Massenberg pumps again, throws it out to Bryant, who they're going to reset the possession. Massenberg comes over and sets a pick for Bryant. And sorry if I'm a little trying to get caught back up here. So Bryant just shot a three-point shot, and Massenberg saved it from going out of bounds. What I saw, threw it off the leg of a Chaparral, but they're going to call it Chaparral basketball. So with all of that, Gilbert brings it up for the Chaps. Throws it over to the right wing where Workman has it. Kicks it, swings it over to Kobe Thompson. Throws it down low. Workman comes off a screen. Workman drives. Throws it outside to Thompson. Thompson gives it to Gilbert. Back to Workman. Back to Gilbert again. He pumps. Tries to make a move on Thomas. He drives to the left. Throws it up. Shot clock goes off, but they're going to get a foul on Josh Morris, and Gilbert will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 for the Chaparrals. And seeing his first action tonight for the Falcons, Renard Thomas checks into the game. The transfer out of Hobson City, Alabama. Looks like we're also going to see the first action for Davian Joseph as he's getting ready to check into the game. It's a junior forward from Queens, New York. Gilbert's first free throw attempt goes up, and it's good. With Joseph checking into the game for the Falcons, or for Trayvon Massenberg, and Morris will sit down also. Second one goes up for Gilbert, and it's good. It's a 3-point lead for the Falcons with 2:30 left in the first half. Bryant's got it. He dribbles to the right, tries to cross over Workman. Goes right again. Shoots up the layup, no good. Rebounded by 15, Keaton Williams. He loses the ball, and the Falcons will retain possession. And Renard Thomas will inbound it for the Falcons. Throws it down low to Sammy Allen. Allen shoots it. Gets a shot swatted away by Gilbert, but that means the Falcons will keep the basketball. So 2:22 left, 31-28. Thomas is going to inbound it again for the Falcons. Throws it out to Joseph. And he throws it to Bryant. Bryant tries to make a move on Workman. He throws it out to McPherson. McPherson's at the right wing. He cuts back to the center, goes up for the layup, and it rolls, goes in, and I think he was fouled, and they're going to get the foul. Oh, actually, okay, so it's going to be a foul on Davion Joseph or Sammy Allen. The officials are saying the foul was on Sammy Allen. I thought it was a shooting foul on Lubbock Christian, with McPherson getting a shot for the and one. And we're getting it now that it was on Davion Joseph, which will be his first foul, and we are now in the bonus for Lubbock Christian, and that sends number 24, Stephen Lennox, to the free throw line to shoot 2. First shot goes off the back of the backboard, hits the front, and dribbles out. And just to clarify things, McPherson's basket will count on that last possession. So it is 33-28. It was a dead ball foul on not Sammy Allen, but rather Davion Joseph. So 2:09 remains in the first half. Lennox gets ready for his second shot. It's up and it's good. 33-29. Renard Thomas brings the ball up court for the Falcons. He's going to be met by Workman. Down low to Allen. Allen pulls up for the jumper, and it's no good. It's rebounded by Gilbreth. Throws it over to Kobe Thompson. He passes it down low to Keaton Williams, who is fouled. We're going to get a foul call on Sammy Allen, and Keaton Williams will go to the free throw line for the Chaparrals. And it looks like Andres Villa, or as the student body and the flock knows him as, the Bulldog, will be checking into the game for the Falcons. This is his first action tonight. Williams' first attempt went in, so it's 33-30, minute 50 left in the first half. Second shot hits off the left side of the rim and rebounded by Massenberg. Renard Thomas brings it up for the Falcons with 1:45 left in the first half. Thomas is working on workman, throws it outside to Villa. Gives it to Mcpherson, who shoots the three, and it goes off the right side of the rim, no good. 1:30 left in the first half. Gilbert's got the ball for LCU. And we're going to get it's offensive foul on Stephen Lennox. Falcons basketball with Baggett entering the game, and he will be inbounding it for the Falcons. Thomas brings it up. Minute 22 left. He's going to throw it over to Baggett. Throws it to Massenberg right at the top of the key, down to Andres Villa down low. He goes underneath and makes his first basket of the game. 1:08 remains, 35-30. Falcons over Chaps. Gilbert brings it up, met by a pressuring Renard Thomas. He throws it over to Workman. Workman back to Keaton Williams, who's guarded by Villa. He tries to drive on Villa. Shoots it up, no good. Villa gets the rebound. Throws it over to Thomas. Thomas brings it up the fast break on the right side of the court. Pumps like he's going to shoot it, and he does. Goes in and out. So LCU gets a rebound. 35 seconds left. Workman's got it. I think they're going to try to take the last shot, even though the shot clock's not in their favor. It's about a 10-second differential. Never mind. Gilbert just took a three, so the Falcons will get the last shot, and Andy Newman is indeed telling his senior guard, James Mcpherson, to slowly bring the ball up the court. We've got 12 seconds left, 35-30. McPherson's working on Gilbert. 8 seconds. He drives left, drives back to the right. Massenberg sets a screen. He comes off the screen, gets the roll, and Massenberg gets it to follow. LCU tries a quick last-second shot, and it's no good. So at halftime, are hitting the court, and we are ready for second half action to begin. And Deshaun will get it and inbound it off to Bryant. Bryant's bringing it up court over to Francis. That's Sammy Allen. Kicks it to Amari Bryant. Over to McPherson. McPherson's driving. Throws it to Allen. Allen's going right, and he barely misses the layup. And, yep, that's what they're going to say. It went out on Deshaun Francis. It'll be a Chaparral ball. That's Asserat that brings it up for Lubbock Christian. Met by Amari Bryant at center court. He kicks it over to number 5, Marco Schuster. Back over to Asserat. Throws it over to number 3, Jay Workman. McPherson's putting the pressure on him. Tries to strip it away. Down to Keaton Williams. Keaton Williams goes up for the layup, and it's no good. Rebound by Lennox. Over to Workman. Workman puts it up. No good. Rebound by Allen, and the Falcons have the basketball. McPherson's got it. Back to Bryant. Over to Allen. Swings it over to Francis. Francis drives, shoots, gets it. Foul on Lubbock Christian, and Francis will be at the line. 18:55 remaining in the ball game. 37-30. And Francis, not surprisingly, is at the free throw line. As I mentioned earlier, last game Francis ended up shooting 23 free throws on 36 points total scoring. And the first free throw up is good for Francis. Here comes the second attempt. He's got it. 39-30. Schuster's bringing it up for LCU. And like I said, the emphasis on rebounding is very key for this Falcons team, and you can kind of see that just with that first possession. And there we go. Morris gets the rebound, and well, it's collected by Bryant, but Morris was there to get the initial contact with the basketball. There's Mcpherson. He takes the drive, pulls up, and gets it. That's 20 for James Mcpherson, who is really just leading the Falcons tonight. They're going to throw it down low. He's guarded by Morris. Morris, the big man, backs him. He tries to back down Morris. It's no good. And Morris corrals the rebound. So far the Falcons, after that first possession, have came out and done what Coach Andy Newman emphasized at halftime, and that was rebounding the basketball. We got Deshaun with the ball. Over to Mcpherson again. The hot hand. Goes up for the layup. Rebounded by Francis. He throws it out to Mcpherson for three, and he gets it. James Mcpherson is on fire tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's 23 points for Mcpherson. Trayvon Massenberg looks like he's getting ready to sub into the ball game. Workman's got it for LCU. That's a foul on the floor. They're going to get the fall on the hot hand for the Falcons. James Mcpherson, that will be his second foul of the evening. And also entering the game, Massenberg came in for Morris, and it looks like Garrett Baggett will be checking in for the scoring leader, James Mcpherson. There's Schuster with the basketball. He throws it out to Isaac Garat, who hits the three. 44-33, 17 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half of action. Amari Bryant works off the screen set by Massenberg. Shoots it and gets it for the Falcons. That's his fourth point of the game. So he gives the Falcons a 13-point lead. We're in the 17-minute mark with Astrat with the ball. He kicks it down low to Fowler. Still getting used to these LCU players' names. Workman's got it. He's going to drive on Baggett. He pulls the ball out. Oh! And out of nowhere, Deshaun Francis comes in and just slashes the ball out of bounds as Schuster took the shot for Lubbock Christian. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, Deshaun Francis was not only the offensive player of the week for the conference this week, but he was the player of the year last season as Schuster knocks down two for Lubbock Christian. And Bryant brings it up. He comes off that pick by Massenberg. Throws it to Baggett. And Coach Newman, in an interview recently, had stated that one of the main potential aspects of Garrett Baggett coming onto this team was the addition of perimeter shooting. And so far, since he's been on the Falcons squad, we really haven't seen him shoot the ball too much from behind the arc. As you see, Lubbock Christian just puts up a three. Oh, Astrat comes up with a steal from Baggett, and Baggett's going to foul Astrat with, we'll see what the foul is, if they're going to call that a flagrant or two shots. Well, it'll be a shooting foul, and this team being so great that they're unbeatable, because we have seen vulnerabilities within the squad so far, as Astrat knocks down the first of his, looks like they did call a flagrant foul, so he will be shooting 2 free throws, and then will be then getting the ball inbound, or the LCU will get the ball back. Just made one, so not too much damage done by that foul on Baggett. They're inbounding it. There's Workman driving on Mcpherson. Shoots it over Massenberg, and Massenberg comes up with the rebound. Who throws it away, and they're going to give it to Lubbock Christian. From my perspective, it looked like it went off number 15, Kenton Williams, but I'm not the official. So, with all of that being said, Schuster's got it, and he's going to throw it over to Ashrat, who throws it over to Workman. Workman's met by James Mcpherson. Drives. Schuster's driving. Throws it in between the legs of the center, Lennox. And Ashrat's got it. Shoots it. It's good. So, against Adams State, the Falcons kind of came out scoring and picking up the tempo, but they got cold, and then Lubbock Christian capitalized on it. And it's only a 4-point lead with 15 minutes and 13 seconds left in this ball game, 46-42. Falcons have the basketball, and that is Jevion Thomas, I believe, inbounding the ball for the Falcons. Sam throws it out to Allen, and there's Deshaun Francis, guarded by Keaton Williams. Throws it down to Morris, down to Sammy Allen, and there's an easy layup for the Falcons. 48-42, 14 minutes, 53 seconds remaining. Schuster's got it. He throws it over to Workman. Tries to make a move on McPherson. Kicks it back out to Ashrat. And he traveled, Traveling call on Isaac Ashrat. It'll be the Falcons basketball. 14:43 left. Deshaun inbounds it to Jevion Thomas, and here we go. There's McPherson, the hot hand. Morris sets the screen. Comes off the screen, he shoots it right inside the three-point line, but that will still count for two for James McPherson, who is literally on fire tonight. Oh. Nice pass by number 3, Jay Workman, for the Lubbock Christian Chaparrals. He found an open Keaton Williams down court. Oh, Josh Morris goes up for the slam and is fouled by number 15, Kenton Williams, on Lubbock Christian. That's his second foul. Josh Morris will be at the free throw line on a shooting foul, shooting 2. Looking to get his first points of the game, I believe. First shot goes up, and it's good. And Coach Newman's meeting with his senior trust of Sammy Allen, Deshaun Francis, and James McPherson really quick as we wait for Morris to knock down his second free throw. So 14:09 left, second half, 52-44. Schuster bringing it up to Williams, over to Workman. Workman's trying to drive, throws it down low to Lennox. Big man Morris playing defense, but he shoots it over and gets the field goal. Looks like they're going to come out with that fast tempo offense that Coach Newman likes to run. Blocking foul on Workman. So be Falcons ball with them inbounding it. Javon Thomas will throw it in. Throws it up to Morris. It's tipped. I think they're going to say that Jevion Thomas's foot was on the line when he last touched it. So Lubbock Christian basketball. 6-point lead for the Falcons. Workman brings it up. Throws it out to Williams. Back to Workman. Down low to Lennox. Lennox tries to post up on Morris. Morris stuffs the ball, but still gets the shot to fall. That was a nice shot by Stephen Lennox. There's Morris setting the screen for Francis, and he's fouled. So the free throw magnet that Deshaun. They're going to say that the floor or the foul was on the floor before the shot, so Francis won't be at the free throw line. But Falcons will retain the possession. And Thomas will inbound it out to Morris. There's Sammy Allen, pumps, gives it to the hot hand Mcpherson, who jump again, knocks it down for James McPherson. Another three. And at this point, it's just getting ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. I have been just amazed by his performance as he's playing defense on Workman right now. Kobe Thompson. Oh, nice on-ball defense by Jevion Thompson to intercept that pass, but it will remain with the Chaparrals. Workman inbounds it to Thompson. He's guarded by Francis. Tries to cross over. Oh, and he's going to get him on the travel. Travel on Kobe Thompson, Falcons basketball. 55-48, 12 minutes and 46 seconds left in tonight's basketball game. Bringing it up, this is Jevion Thomas. There's Francis, kicks it down low to Morris. Morris is going to put that shoulder into Lennox and get his second basket. And, you know, I mentioned something about Josh kind of having a cold first half. He really has, though, every game been a consistent weapon for the Falcons in the second half of basketball games. Shot up by Isaac Azrat, and Coach Newman is not happy with this team's defense. There's Sammy Allen, crossover off Kobe Thompson, throws it to Mcpherson, off the rim, rebounded by Francis, shooting foul. He'll be at the line. Deshaun Francis fouled and will be back at the free throw line shooting two after this quick. As far as rebounds go, the Falcons are out rebounding Lubbock Christian 26-21. Francis's first free throw as we're back with action is good. And as far as the turnovers go, both teams have 6. Deshaun knocks down the second free throw and has really made up for his kind of slow start from behind the free throw line by converting on several of his last attempts. There's nice defense by Jevion Thomas. He has really came out and played great defense this second half, knocking away balls, and I think they're going to say that it stays with Lubbock Christian, but regardless, you have to admire his hustle. There's Workman over to Thompson. He's met by Francis. Back to Workman. Workman pulls right. Steal by, Deshaun thought he had it. Didn't, but Allen knocks the pass that was intended for number 24, Stephen Lennox, out of bounds, and it will stay with Lubbock Christian. Massenberg saves it. Fowler puts up the shot. No good, and Lennox gets the rebound, so a new shot clock for Lubbock Christian as Workman shoots the easy jumper from the free throw line to make the score 59-53. Falcons over Chaparrals. There's Deshaun driving off the rim. Massenberg had the rebound and he put up a shot, but for some, I'm trying to read what the official's saying and get at least the foul call, but I think they're going to say that was on Trayvon Massenberg, so that's his second foul, I believe, too. And Massenberg really has been the weapon for the Falcons off the bench this season, playing great in all 3 games so far. Speaking of, I thought he just had a block. That looked pretty clean to me, but that will be Massenberg's 3rd foul, and that's going to be a shooting foul with Fowler going to the line for the Chaparrals. And Coach Newman is talking it up with the official over from the sideline. Because with Massenberg, or with credit to Massenberg on that one, I really think that was a clean block. and he will exit the game with Morris checking back in for him. Andres Villa comes in for Sammy Allen. (59-54), 10 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second shot by Fowler's in and out. There's Thomas bringing it on the fast break. Tries to pull it up over Workman and is fouled. And that's going to be a shooting foul on Workman. That will be his second foul of the basketball game. So shooting 2 is Javon Thomas for the Falcons. First one's up, and it's good. Javon Thomas has a little background about him really quick as he is shooting his second attempt, which goes off, but they're going to give it to Lubbock Christian. But Javon Thomas is out of Queens, New York. He's a senior guard standing at 6 foot. And he's really been racking up the minutes, especially the last 2 games for the Falcons. They've been getting him more involved. And when I talk about in pregame that they try to get as many guys involved as possible, they do. I mean, they've got 11 guys that are subbing in and out pretty consistently throughout the game. Tries to back up Villa, and they're going to get Villa on the foul. And Coach Newman is not happy about that call also, because it looked like Villa had set his feet, but they're going to get him on a block. And so that puts Kenton Williams at the free throw line, shooting 2. Ooh, barely squeaks in. That puts the lead for the Falcons at only 5 with 10 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the ball game. 60-55. Here's the second attempt. We're waiting on the second attempt, and it's up. Hits the front of the rim. Rebound, Francis. And Coach Newman tells Thomas to hold off and slow down the tempo of the game a little bit. Over to Deshaun. Deshaun throws it to Morris, gives it to the Bulldog. Down low, the big man tries to put the move on Williams and throws it back out to Thomas. Thomas gets another, tries to drive on Workman, and that will be a foul on Workman, which is his third now of the basketball game. And that puts Thomas back at the free throw line. It'll be a 1-and-1, though, for Thomas. Off the rim. Chap's ball. That is Azrat bringing it up court. So we're under the 10-minute mark with a 5-point lead for the Falcons. And see if we can get something going on defense that will translate to a momentum shift on offense. Fowler's trying to back down Morris. He does. Gets the basket to go. Cut into the lead. 3 points. Now 60-57. Falcons over the Chaparrals. There's the hot hand. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go. James Mcpherson is just outstanding tonight. 31 points. I mean, that nearly makes up for half of the team's scoring tonight. So we need to keep getting the ball to James Mcpherson, the senior out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. Quick basket goes for the Chaps. There's Deshaun Francis. Little late foul call. They're going to get Morris on an illegal screen. That's his third foul. And with all of that, Trayvon Martin checks into the game for Josh Morris. Sammy Allen's also coming into the game for the Bulldog, Andres Villa. 4-point lead for the Falcons. Comes this Rat with the ball. And Will be interesting to see what. Oh, there's the shot. No foul. And rebounded by Allen. Allen's going to bring it up fast. There's Thomas. He's going to bring up the layup. And one. And one a tip for Javon Thomas, who has really done something, or he's came off the bench tonight and played really well. So he'll be going for the line for a shot to extend this lead to 6 or 7. No, he misses it. So it's 65-59, 8:30 left in the ball game. Kobe Thompson with it, throws it over to Workman. Workman's guarded by Mcpherson. He tries to travel. Yeah, travel call on that is Brennan Fowler, and the student section at the Falcon Dome is really getting involved tonight, expressing their pleasure for the call. And there's Francis. Loses it. That's Workman with the recovery. Throws it out to Asrat, who's wide open for 3, and he buries it home, cutting into the Falcon lead by 3, and makes it a 3-point ball game with a little under 8 minutes left. 65-62. Garrett Baggett's just came over to the scoring table. Looks like he's getting ready to check in. Mcpherson with the ball. Massenberg comes over to try to set the screen. He's off the screen. He gets it, but Massenberg with the rebound. No good. Rebounded by Kenton Williams. And Workman brings it up. Josh Morris is getting ready to come back into the game also, as he looks like he is sitting down next to Baggett by the media bench. McPherson's playing defense up on. That's right. Wide open 3 from Workman, and it ties things up. So with 7 minutes left in the basketball game, it's 65-65. And it kind of reminds me of Saturday's basketball game where we had a lead going into half, and we came out strong, but Lubbock Christian or Adams State kept firing back. Deshaun's shot's no good. And Sammy Allen tried to get the rebound just then, but to no avail. And it'll be Lubbock Christian's ball after a quick media time. Need to capitalize on opportunities and also make sure we're playing good defense as we start things up again. So Surratt bringing it up for Lubbock Christian. There's Workman, covered by our hot hand, James McPherson. McPherson's playing good defense. Try to put a move on the big man, Josh Morris, and gets it, and Lubbock Christian takes their first lead of the basketball game, 67-65 over the Falcons. Thomas passes out to Baggett, the three-point shooter, off the back of the rim. Loose ball. Picked up by Asrat. Out to Fowler. Over to Workman. Workman working the basketball over to Kobe Thompson. Down low again, big man basketball. Wide open as Kenton Williams will shoot the 3 and knock it down for a 5-point lead. This is the largest lead a team has had on the Falcons this season. 70-65 with 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Sammy Allen passes it out to Thomas. Wide open is Allen for 3. Got it. Nice shot by Sammy Allen to end that little run. And just knocked down a three-pointer to stop the bleeding in a sense. As Lubbock Christian was going on a run there for a while. That's right, Scotty. He's going to throw it over to Workman. Workman tries to step in. He steps back. Can't get anything on McPherson. Throws it down low. Intercepted by Sammy Allen. Here comes the fast break. 3-on-3. James McPherson for another 3. Oh, hits the front of the rim. Rebounded by Morris, though. Out to Allen. Allen pumps, drives. Oh, the finger roll doesn't go for him. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left, 68-70. Falcons still trail by 2. And McPherson's playing good defense on Workman there. Morris with the rebound, slows it down, gives it to McPherson, and Newman's calling for a fast break. And they're going to call the block on Ashrat there. So a lot of these calls have gone in LCU's favor, according to Coach Newman's reaction tonight. But it looks like we're getting that call, so that will be James McPherson shooting 2. McPherson again has 31 points, 11-19 shooting. 32 points as Andres Villa checks in for Sammy Allen. He's also 6 from 11 from behind 3. Second one off the back of the rim. Bringing it up as a wrap. So we've got a 1-point game now, 69-70, 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Deshaun's covering Thompson. There's Jevion Thomas covering on Asherat. Throws it to Workman. Workman goes back behind the 3-point line. Thompson's covered by Francis. Francis over to Workman. McPherson's down there to get in his way. He pumps out McPherson, and the ball will go off of... It looks like it went off Morris's foot. And it looks like. So strap in, folks, for some good basketball. There's the shot. He got it. Right over defender Deshaun Francis. Deshaun's got it. He's driving back down there. And that's a block. So block on Brennan Fowler will put Deshaun Francis at the line, shooting 2. We're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. The Chaparrals have a 72-69 lead. And we'll look to our preseason All-American, preseason Conference Player of the Year, Deshaun Francis, who's coming off his 36-point performance last Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, to cut into this lead. And this has been probably the longest time trailing for the Falcons all season, and just the short season that we've had so far. Officials are cleaning up the court, and we are waiting for Deshaun to get to take his free throw attempts. Francis gets ready for his first shot. Goes up and out. So Francis has not been as effective as he was on Saturday from behind the free throw line, but he's still been getting there, and that's going to come with any sort of basketball player, even one of Deshaun Francis's caliber. And he made the second attempt, so it is now 72-70, 3 minutes, 42 seconds left in the basketball game. Workman's got it. He throws it down low. Stolen by James McPherson and corralled by Josh Morris. Here comes McPherson with the basketball. This is the guy we want to have the ball right now because he's been hot. That should have been a foul, and it is. Shooting foul. I think Coach Newman was going to lose it if they didn't call that foul, because he clearly got into or laid his body into James McPherson. And I think that's Dexter Fowler, Brennan Fowler's 5th foul. So he might be done for the evening. We'll see. Another issue with the court being wet, so we're cleaning that up really quick. And yep, that's it. The night for Fowler, and entering for him is Marcus Schuster. So right now, James McPherson, the hot hand for the evening, looks to tie things up with his 2 free throws coming up. Gets the first one to go. 71-72, 3 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. Second shot, it's up, and it's good. Tied game, folks. 3 minutes, 28 seconds. 72 all. With Astrat bringing it up, Kobe Thompson with it now. Out to Schuster. Schuster's covered by Francis. He drives on Sammy Allen, knocked away. Deshaun's going to pick up Schuster, who's trying to drive on him. He throws up the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Sammy Allen. Here comes Mcpherson, bringing it up the court quickly. Behind the three-point line, throws it down low. The mismatch for Josh Morris goes up, no good, but Morris comes up with the basketball, throws the shot up, is fouled. Doesn't convert on the shot, but will be going to the free throw line. And we will have an opportunity to take the lead with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining with a 72-all score on the scoreboard right now. Here's Josh Morris. Gets it to go. Falcons reclaim the lead, 73-72. And Coach Newman is telling his team to communicate out on the floor right now, which he's been very vocal about in the last 3 games as Morris knocks down that free throw for a 2-point lead for the Falcons. And Schuster brings it up and calls a timeout for Lubbock Christian. So at 2 minutes and 44 seconds, we are 74-72 over the Chaparrals with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left. Kobe Thompson will be inbounding the ball for the Chaparrals with the press on by the Falcons, and Coach Newman expressed that communication coming out of the timeout. So let's see if the team communicates and can get a stop on defense here. Thompson shoots, gets it to go, ties it up, 74-all. 2 minutes, 27 seconds left. Thomas brings it up. Newman tells him to slow it down and get something working. And there's Deshaun with the basketball. Morris comes over to set a screen. Over to Mcpherson. Down low to Morris, who throws it out to a wide open Jevion Thompson, but he throws it away. Corralled by Francis. Down to Morris. 7 seconds left. To Deshaun, he goes up for the layup, fouled, and no, he wasn't fouled. It's actually going to go on Deshaun Francis. So Lubbock Christian basketball, 74-all with 2:01 left in the game. And the student section is not happy about that call. Neither is Coach Newman. And Newman has been very vocal tonight about the officials calling, or how the officials have done, as he goes over to chat with one of them to get an explanation of what's going on. Kobe Thompson will inbound it for Lubbock Christian when we get back to action. There's Marcus Schuster bringing it up. Minute 55 left in the basketball game. Screen set by Williams. Workman's got it now. Tries to work over on McPherson. Goes in. Block on Jevion Thomas. So, and Newman's furious. I believe that Jevion Thomas had his feet set just then, but it looks like they're going to, or the official thinks otherwise, and that's why I'm not out on the court officiating. So at the line for Lubbock Christian is 15, Kenton Williams, who misses the first attempt to break the tie. He's got one more shot. Everyone in this arena is on their feet, getting loud, and that breaks the tie. 75-74, a minute 44 left with UTPB's basketball. Deshaun inbounding it to Javon Thomas, who has surprisingly, he has just as many minutes as the starter, Amari Bryant. And so I think coaches, like I said, he goes with the hot hand, so we'll see. Here it is, our hot hand. James McPherson throws it down low to Morris, and he gets the basket to go. Falcons take the lead, 76-75, minute 19 seconds left. Sammy Allen gets the inbound pass, steals it away from Lubbock Christian, throws it down low to Deshaun Francis, and the layup's good. 78-75 lead. Falcons over the Chaparrals with 1 minute, 5 seconds left. Kobe Thompson has it. Foul on Kobe Thompson. UTPB basketball. Deshaun Francis took the charge. Or no, that was Sammy Allen who took the charge. So 2 quick bang plays by Sammy Allen, who stole the basketball away and then gets on the defensive end, draws the charge for the Falcons. 78-75, 1 minute, 2 seconds left. And speaking of Amari Bryant, here he comes into the game for Jevion Thomas. And Andres Villa is checking in. But we have a timeout on the floor, I think. That's what's going on. I'm not 100% sure what is going on right now. They never called an official timeout. But I think there was an issue with the court. But regardless, 3-point lead for the Falcons with just a minute left in play. And it's our basketball. So here comes Amari Bryant, the senior point guard from Pembroke Primes, Florida. Giving it over to the offensive player of the week, Deshaun Francis. Down to Josh Morris. Backing down. Slinix and gets it to go. 80-75. 45.7 seconds left on the clock. And the Falcons now have. And that summary being wrapped up. We're ready for basketball as the time was added to the clock. It started out at 48 seconds. We're down to 42 with Schuster's got it. Stripped by Allen. And we're going to get the call on Sammy Allen. That is Allen's 4th foul. So I think Coach Hinman is going to keep Allen in the game. Sub Amari Bryant in for Jevion Thomas. They're also sitting Garrett Baggett in for Sammy Allen, who, like I said, just picked up his 4th foul, but I doubt Allen will be on the bench very long. And we're left with 38 seconds, or 38.4 seconds, 80-75. Marcus Schuster shooting free throws for Lubbock Christian. He has only shot 2 from 6 from behind the free throw line tonight, so the first one goes up, no good. Garrett Baggett gets the rebound. He's got it. He's dribbling down court and is fouled by Kenton Williams. And with that, he will go to the free throw line to add to this Falcons lead. Newman is transitioning. What it looks like is happening because I keep saying that Jevion Thomas comes in the game or Amari Bryant comes into the game. It looks like Amari Bryant checks in for offense and Javon Thompson checks in on defense. Garrett Baggett's first free throw is no good. There's Thomas entering the game. Allen's over there waiting to check into the game. Newman giving advice to be solid to his players. And Baggett hits the free throw, 6-point lead, 81-75, 34.2 seconds left in tonight's basketball game. On the court for the Falcons is Sammy Allen, Josh Morris, Deshaun Francis, James McPherson, and Jevion Thomas. Thomas brings it up. Asrat shoots a 3, knocks it down, cuts it to a 3-point lead with 27.6 seconds left starting off their season. But for our program, we definitely want to stay undefeated and stay up in the polls. Oh, my goodness. It goes off Amari Bryant's foot, and it's going to be Lubbock Christian's basketball. So they've got a chance to Lubbock Christian's bringing the press. They inbound it to James McPherson, the hot hand. They try to strip it away, and they're going to get Asrat on the foul call. James McPherson will go to the line and shoot 2. Checking back into the game now is Jevion Thomas and Sammy Allen for Garrett Baggett and Amari Bryant. That seems to be the consistent switch off. Offensively, Baggett and Bryant. Defensively, Thomas and Allen. And everyone, or not everyone knows, but those of you who don't know and that already know, Sammy Allen was the Lone Star Conference defensive, or a selection for the defensive team last season. So he's known for his defense. First shot by Mcpherson was no good. Still keeps the lead at 3 for the Falcons. And this free throw will make it a 2-possession game if he can get it to drop. And the hot hand knocks it down. 35 points for James Mcpherson with 20 seconds left in the game. After that brings it up, Thomas knocks it out of bounds, but they're not going to call a foul. That's going to be Lubbock Christian's basketball, and they will call a timeout, which has been, that's terrific for any basketball team on any level. Deshaun's causing noise, trying to create a distraction. Travel called on Kenton Williams. Falcons basketball with 17.3 seconds left. Deshaun Francis is inbounding, and he's joking with the official. Deshaun was over there making noises, trying to distract the inbound, or the Lubbock Christian player inbounding it. Dead ball foul on, that is Gilbreth. That's his first foul of the night, and that will send, trying to figure out who that sends to the free throw line. It looks like it's going to be Amari Bryant, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Yep, it is Amari Bryant. He'll shoot 2. 4-point lead still for the Falcons, 82-78, 17.3 seconds left. Crowd gets quiet. Bryant makes the first one, 5-point lead for the Falcons. And back into the game goes Thomas. Out comes Baggett. Sammy Allen getting ready to check back into the game. Get him in on that, get him in on defense. Here comes Bryant's second shot. Knocks it down. 6-point lead, 84-78. 70.3 seconds left. Here we go. Sammy Allen checks in. Deshaun's going to get the Marcus Schuster as he comes up court. And there goes Jevion Thomas. Comes in and steals the ball, but they're going to call a foul on him. And it looked like he just swiped the ball away from him, but they're not going to give him that call. And that puts Schuster at the line. And I think that's puts, yeah, that's they're in the double bonus, so this will be 2 shots for Schuster. First one's good. 84-79, 12.6 remaining. Out comes Allen, in comes Baggett. And the crowd is getting louder and louder, trying to distract Schuster as he takes his check, gets ready to take his second shot. Up and it's good. So, I think Lubbock Christian, no, they didn't call a timeout. It's 12.6 remaining, 84-80. Deshaun Francis is going to inbound the basketball for the Falcons. Throws it into Mcpherson. Mcpherson's immediately fouled by Gilbreth. And here comes the defensive duo. Getting ready to check back into the game. That's Coach Newman's strategy of Amari Bryant and Garrett Baggett checking in on offense, and Allen and Thomas coming in on defense. But if we want anyone at the free throw line right now, it's James Mcpherson, who's had a outstanding night tonight. 35 points, misses that, would have been 36. 35 points. And here comes the second shot, or waiting on the second shot after Lubbock Christian subs their guys in. Falcons have Josh Morris, Deshaun Francis, and it's good by Mcpherson. James McPherson, Jevion Thomas, and Sammy Allen on the court. 10 seconds left. 85-80. Keaton Williams pumps, shoots the three. Bounces off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Sammy Allen. Sammy Allen throws it away. That's it. Basketball game over.